But it does.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, cuz once again,
Yep. Let's get it.
we have just figured out how to first of all, we want to give special acknowledgement to the Most High God that makes all things possible.
Yes, sir.
Uh, if you have any issues with anybody, including yourself, check that. Ask in the comment section because everybody always says you got to forgive or God won't forgive you, which is true.
Yeah.
Uh, but everybody makes such a big deal about forgiveness, but they don't tell you how. And people think just letting it go or saying I forgive them or distancing yourself in between the experience of hurt or feeling rejected or whatever the negativity was, they think that putting distance between that and how you think or, avoiding the people, avoiding that situation, they think that's healing. That is not healing. So everybody tells you to forgive, but they don't tell you how. If any of you want my 7-point process, walking you from I can't stand them, they hurt me, it brings you through the whole process of where your heart is released to heal enough to forgive. Because nobody can heal from the very place where they were hurt. No hurt soul, no hurt heart has the ability to forgive in the name of that hurt. Understand that? So, and that just came off the top of my head because we want to open the show with love, the way we try to live. So,
Oh yeah. No problem.
if any of you want me to get at you in the process of forgiveness, just let us know in the comment. Just by coincidence, we just came into the awareness of how to able the comment section. So now y'all can leave comments. What's up, cuz? You want to say what's happening to the people?
Oh, what's going on, y'all? How you doing? You know me. I'm chilling. I'm ready to talk about something. Don't know what, but
Yeah, today was just a freestyle thing, y'all.
yes, sir. Oh, that's what it is. Hold on one second.
You got what I want.
Oh man, we gonna talk about something today, y'all. This is gonna be a freestyle version of what we do because we didn't have a topic. We had a conversation about politics. We had a conversation about Montgomery. Like I'm trying to keep up with him as we start to build and get, what I'm saying, more and more under our belt with this whole podcasting thing, man. This is a journey and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So as I said, what I'm saying, everything we do it's fun, it's laugh, it's laughter. We want y'all to come holla at us, what I'm saying, during this. Pretty soon we gonna go live. So there's more interactions with us live because I love to be able to answer some or just talk with people. I ain't gonna say answers, I don't have the answers. But I want to be able to talk with y'all, man, and see where your heads is at and dig into your head. That's my most comfortable place is talking to people. But if I ain't got to see you, that's all the better.
That's what's happening.
You know what I'm saying? But no, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything you hear, too, this is my daughter in the background, so it'll all be pretty much music that we do. Cousin, I got his track that's coming up pretty soon. Just to give y'all a heads up, that is, man. That's all. Also, Malik, and to tell you the truth, it all came out today. So you know what I'm saying. As we talk, when y'all see this, and then the next time when you hear it, just know, man, it's fun. It's just fun. It definitely is.
Yeah. So what we do is gonna reflect the name Fam Talks.
Yes.
Uh, it's so deep in my soul to let y'all know. We know what this life do to people. We know all about the distance and the divide between people and the negativity and the ugliness and the depression and all that. So more than half of what we doing this for is for the hurt ones, it's for the broken ones, it's for the soldiers that drop their crown, it's for the pretty birds that got their wings broken. It's for the children that don't know what love itself really means. It's for you sleepwalkers that need a wake up peel. It's for you thrill seekers that need to know you're worth more than just the thrill. It's for those that exist but need life beyond the weekend. It's for that misguided little princess that think love is simply freaking. It's for everybody, but especially those of you that are discouraged. I say it like that because the Most High deals with me a lot through words and the interpretation and the originality of the origin of words, where they came from, the etymology of words. Uh, so life throws a lot of DI words at us: divorce, discouraged, disillusioned, distance. Even the word die, DIE, means complete separation from your source of life. So we're going to take that, chop it up, flip it, put truth on it, at least a two or a three. And we're going to bake that up, bring it back to the CO words: company, companionship, communication.
Come hang out with me.
See? All those words that mean with. Even in Spanish, con, C-O-N, means with. Don't be fooled. Sometimes C-O-N words can mean contrary, contra. But we'll specify that. Uh, I understand there are even some hood nerds that get into words. So y'all ride with us. All walks of life. Baby mamas.
Yeah, grandpas, everybody, man. I love to hear. I like talking to old people and learning things. You know what I'm saying, that happened back
Yes,
then.
sir.
So you know, what I mean,
Yes, sir.
that's what that's beautiful, man. I do. I love talking to older people, man, and just getting an understanding of who they are.
Yes, sir.
Because that's crazy, man. I just, you know what I'm saying, I mean, not having or freestyling this, man. Y'all know me. I'm looking on the computer for something to talk about, and it just hit me as I came through. Um, and I just want to talk about a little brief conversation about Facebook. Uh, Mark Zuckerberg should probably be in another legal defense case from the things that I see that happens that goes on Facebook on a daily basis. Only because, and I say this too, and I don't want nobody to run after me and all this other stuff, but the only reason, only because um, he allows anybody to upload onto his platform, and they scam people and take their money, and that right there alone is contributing to the fact. So I think Mark Zuckerberg needs to, if anybody can prove that they've ever been scammed from Facebook, we need to get together and talk about this, man, because this drives me crazy. I think about this, and I've been thinking about it for years. Is especially when it happened to me once, and I was like, wow. And it's just like it was on the platform. I got it from Facebook. You know what I mean? I was scrolling through Facebook, and there it was. And that's, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, you know, like I said, it's a bothersome thing to allow people to continue to keep getting one of the richest people in the world. And you know, he allows the scams. You know what I'm saying, like people to upload. I mean, it's just still. What about it being a platform where at least that, you know what I'm saying, you have to have valid credentials. You know what I'm saying, like things people post. Like Sonya almost got hit with this. Uh, Scam because she was trying to find money for a down payment or find a house, find a place, And so this guy called her and was like, yeah, he said, if you give me this, give me the deposit right now, we can set this up. You know what I mean? And she would call me, and I'm like, what? She was like, yeah. So I called the guy, and then we got in a conversation. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Who are you?
Sonia's his sister, my cousin.
It was, no, you got it. But it was an African. And it was, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say, and he was moving fast, and he was saying that, yeah, if you send the money right now, we'll get it. And then he went to a conversation about he was his son needed medication, and he just needed the money real fast. And so I'm on the phone. I'm like, well, that's unfortunate, but I said, but you trying to tell me that you would? What do you? I said, it doesn't make sense. You know, we just went to eat, and then when he realized that, you know, I don't know if he
wasn't no dum dum.
Yeah, I say I didn't want to put it like that because you know what I'm saying. I mean, Sonya ain't neither, but to just, you know what I'm saying, like,
now hope blinds people. When you're in desperate situations, that's the essence of a scammer.
Yeah,
they prey on your need.
But then the point is how is these platforms allowing these people to continuously do it? So that you know what I'm saying, they would get you or get anybody else for being the part of. Is that correct? It's called being accessory, and you can go to jail and get the same time as someone else, right?
Right.
Okay.
Now, immunity, diplomatic immunity.
What's that?
Like Africans ain't the only ones doing it.
Indians, oh yeah, everywhere.
India.
I'm not saying. Yeah, it was this situation. Yeah, oh heck yeah.
Yeah, we want to point that out.
It's
though.
Everywhere.
Because we don't need y'all thinking that we own one. Because we not. We just own some truth. This situation just happened to be from an African. But I've seen firsthand, they tried to get me, a dude in India, and where else? In China they do it. But yeah, it's there is a thread that ties all scam artists together. And technology only strengthened that thread.
I should. You know what I should do? I should go upstairs and get this whole situation. I just tried Temu for the first time. You heard Temu?
Yeah, I heard it.
Have you? Okay. And this is the dopest. I was supposed to have this hooked up too, y'all. Too. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna get up and do it because I want to have it hooked up. I was supposed to have it hooked up, but my mind is not. Hold on 1 second. This is a Temu item, and I love it. Hold on.
What, I'm supposed to tap dance right now, sing for the people?
Yeah, go ahead. Would you?
Do 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 do. My cousin's doing that, getting that together. Man, I can't wait till we start doing lives so y'all can call in and
kick it with me.
You know, kick it or make a fool out yourself.
You just have some fun.
Yeah.
I feel this. I'm gonna either put this on my motorcycle, or I'm gonna put this on in my car. I'm thinking my car because the capabilities of this baby right here, my friends, is creates nice living.
Oh, my cousin said something a little earlier about he don't want nobody running after him. We ain't too worried about that. We ain't too worried about nobody running after us. You understand? Don't get the wrong idea. Now, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. But if we have to protect this message, because I don't live for myself. I live for the people, by the people, by God, for my message to the people, standing with the people. Let me correct that. So this precious cargo and self-preservation and love thyself is a rule from God himself. Can't be played cheap. Worth protected. You got that?
Yeah. I think I'm ready. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me? Yep. All right.
You just went back to 1972 with the
disco
lights.
Flashing. It's not a light. They're not on. They only on when you talk.
Okay.
So it only on. What's that sound like on?
Booyah! Booyaka! Booyaka!
Yeah, it only works. I can't get it to stand up right.
It's cool.
There we go.
It's so bright it don't even need to.
That's the effect of it. I want to give you.
Yeah. Ooh.
It don't. It's the lights on. It don't matter anyway. I'm just
Yeah.
outside of my mind. But Timu, back to my point. Timu, this I got, I got this from Timu, and I don't even remember how much I spent for it. But look at what happens. Like I said, when you talk, it flashes, it turns on, it goes right to the beat. So what I'm gonna do is probably put this in my car, and as I drive down the road, play my music, it's gonna go off, or my motorcycle, which will probably stay on. But
Dope.
just the motorcycle, you can keep them steady, beating all that stuff too, right? Okay, decent buy. One thing that you could definitely, I saw that too, and it was funny. It's like we're gonna talk about this today, and they came today. Decent buy. Again, I don't even want to say it because I don't want anybody to take me the wrong way. We are very careful with what we say, but electronics. It came from China. Electronics. They got it.
Oh, they still send us. I thought they was done with us.
No, Temu just Temu.
They making money
man.
anywhere.
Oh my gosh, Temu's something different. Everybody doing Temu. I mean, it can lie to you and say they ain't. When they got it, it's coming from Temu,
Okay.
and it's because it's the cheapest thing on the market
Okay.
that you can get. And then sometimes you bet not see something and think that you finna get it, because and
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you it's not gonna happen.
Now let me ask you: is that another excuse for the police to pull us over? Would they consider that a distraction?
No, because they're not gonna see it. It's not gonna flash. It's only gonna be in the inside of the car. So if you're next to me and you see me, my car will be. I'm like, if I have it on, I'm just gonna
Right.
glow from the inside.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it in the Audi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exciting.
I'll throw it in the Audi and it's gonna
Okay.
glow at night and
Yeah.
have fun. You know what I'm saying, as I ride around.
So,
But yeah, but those things that's decent buy. But you know what you're getting when you buy a Temu. Facebook. You should be ashamed of yourself. Plain and simple. It is what it is, man. People are getting scammed on the daily. People that can't otherwise get to things, and they see it and they think this is a good deal and they buy it and they spend their money on it. And then next thing you know, their money's gone, and the culprit on the other end and took off and had a good time with it. So my thing is like, Mark, you need to get it together. Either freeze that stuff, man, and do something, because it's been an issue of mine for years. I was gonna go into my so many years. So many years. I got it. Sometimes I get a funny bone in my body and I can't act right. But yeah, but in a nutshell, that's what I said. Is Mark, you need to. That's wrong, bro. I mean, I shouldn't even call you bro. We ain't even that cool.
heck nah.
We ain't even that cool.
My mama ain't your mama.
We ain't that cool. But just that's not right, man. I mean, there's other things too. Like, you know what I'm saying? The one thing that another pet peeve of mine is when you go by to a restaurant and you make an order and then you get in I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in a rush. It's happened to me so many freaking times, man. I got the wrong order. Something what I don't. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? I spent my money, my hard-earned money on this food. And because your little nappy head child want to work after school and hurry up and just get home and make a few dollars so they can put some shoes on their back or go hang out at the movies and they mess up my food, that's disturbing. That's really disturbing to me, man. And I hate it. And one day I took off and I hurry up and tried to get to work, and I stopped at a restaurant. I ain't giving no names yet. But get there and I tried my food. They had a paper on the door saying, we'll be back or closed until 12. I said, wait a minute, I just made an online order. Can I get my food? And I was like, I got to get to work. So I took off and went to work. Same place, went back to get my order. And I ain't even like guacamole at the time. I get back avocado, nothing. I got back, man. I got to work and set the thing on the desk, and I opened it up. Lord have mercy, it was green up top. And
warm and brown on the
I
bottom.
said, man, come on, man. Just people don't, we work hard for our money, man. Whatever we deserve the best service. And you know what I'm saying? I'm all about service.
What gets me is when they say we'll be back in 30 minutes, but they don't say what time that 30 minutes was said from. You know what I mean? Is this the first half of the 30 minutes? Yeah, yeah. But we don't just give y'all the problem. We give y'all the solution. Perfect example to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And it builds your patience muscles. It builds your ability to say, okay, I can't change how folks act a fool. I can't change how folks are inconsiderate. I can't change what they call customer service. What can I affect? Me. And do that one thing. What Jay-Z said, brush your shoulders off.
I tell you like this, man. When thinking of customer service, because that is just my profession. Um, which is not service. It's a problem when you think about it as being a service. Okay, I don't want you to think no longer that customer service is a service, and this is free advice for all you little, just untrained customer service people.
Yeah.
This is simple, just like math is simple.
Yeah.
Not simple math, but you know what I mean. I'm just that's.
It's a shame to have
But
to
anyway.
call it customer service. I hear you.
Yeah,
When
it
it's
is.
just being human.
It's not even that. What it is this, people. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, all these places are fast food restaurants. The key word in that is food. Meijer, Walmart, um, Walgreens, all those other places. Once again, it
CVS.
is there. That's a service. They're providing a service to everybody. Each one of them. You can go along the lines also and say Fox Motors, Berger Chevrolet, whatever. Those are services that provide vehicles. This is the thing, and that's actually a great. Didn't think about that, but that's outstanding. The car is pretty much the answer or the meaning behind what I'm getting ready to say. Is that a service can be provided by anybody. That's your problem when you go to work or you are trying to sell something or whatever. You think about it as a service. It is not a service because there's so many other people doing the same service. Think about it. So many other entities are doing the same thing you're doing to try to make an income. The problem is you got to look at this. What brings that customer back to you and continues to make that customer spread what they call the number one marketing in America is word of mouth, is relations. Relating.
Every dope man know, every pimp know.
Yeah.
When the customer is treated right, they want to come back to you.
It's relating to their needs. That's what it is. Once you master that relations, and when you see someone and know exactly what they are, you providing the best service because you relate. You know what the heck they want, and because you want it too. That's what I'm saying. Everybody want it. So just you provide that kind of service and think along those lines, and the world will be a much better place to
Treatment. That's true.
Yes.
Just because you maybe that time of the month, or maybe you fell out with your old lady and you upset. Maybe you're not a morning person. Maybe you just lost a lot of money on your investment. It all walks of life. Whatever your personal attitude or your home life is, whatever you're going through, leave that there. Brush that off. Come to work deciding to fulfill your obligation. And not even, if you have to look at it like that, but the way you treat people, if you 30 and above and you ain't learned that yet, comment down below. Say I ain't learned that yet, and we will personally pray for you on some realness. We'll be posting the times that we're going to be fasting, because I know that when I fast and I pray and I give myself to the Most High in a certain sacred way, things move. And I'm not just saying that. And that God has proven that to me. And I'll be letting y'all know when I'm going on fast. And you can make your prayer request known through the comment section. Because this is all about help.
Yes, it is.
Y'all helping me just by channeling who I am and what I was born to do. Because I myself am a servant. I often say SEER, seer, vent. Because of what God shows me, I share with y'all for the free. All right? And that's what this is. Y'all let me get mine off and put it in y'all ear. And what we quote, where we tell y'all to go peep, what movies to watch, what to punch up, what books to read, solutions, solutions. instead of just the problem. Everybody know what the problem is. Everybody know what it do. But God has put it in our hearts to share with y'all what it's for, the purpose. And by that, that's our connection to y'all. I don't, I got a couple podcasts that I watch, but if I don't feel like you're involved with me and like you really care for me, and how they be saying, "Oh, we love y'all," oh, we don't even know y'all. Make yourself known. We can form relationships with y'all. But how they come on here and beg y'all to send them money and all that there, none of that. We in this for the right reason, 10 toes down for the people.
Yeah, you ain't. Like I told you, I think I said that the first one is we ain't gonna stop. So you can get upset about it, or you can talk about it, or what I'm saying, you can do whatever you got to do. But now it's here. It's here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like to talk too. So if you can go to him for most of the spiritual, you can talk spiritual to me as well too. Um, but if you got other things you want to talk about, I can get you your answers. If it's financial, if it's anything. I mean, shoot, you put it down in the comments. I'll respond. Any question. I have no problems talking back either. So that'll be fun. But
and that's the point. This is where spirituality, politics, economics, industry, relationships, life coping tactics, psychological issues, emotional development, real life stuff, neighborhood, suburban, everything to do with life. Your diet, exercise, self-love, life perception, how you see everything, because how you see everything, that's 90% of everything.
Yep. Sure, I guess.
If you got tear ducts and you don't ever cry,
you
think that you think that's strength?
You got a problem.
That's arrested development.
You're gonna have some really dry eyes, first of all, some red. It'll be red all the time.
Man, if you got diseases and you don't realize it's because you keep secrets.
I hear the secrets that you keep.
If you talk to your children like they ain't worth nothing and you expect them to be something.
Yeah, man. Let's talk children. I can talk about children too.
Let's go.
Let me tell you about these children. This is what, man. Everything that they said this years ago, y'all. We ain't pay no attention to it. We just listened to it because it was good. Just a matter of streams was back then, but you had to buy it. But you believe my girlfriend said she believed that the kids are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Man. That you know what I'm saying is it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Because if we don't start with these younger kids, man, and this goes for everybody too. Now check this out, because this is a big problem you guys worry about, but this is what tells me, or I wonder if there isn't a underlying plan, because that helping these kids out will give these kids an out. If you do not help them out, then you will be bailing them out. So the problem is this right here is you got to start with the young generation. We've got to start doing it. So, and I'm not talking just about anything. This is a program that I, thought about myself too. And I'll share. Y'all gonna hear a lot about my mind. I got an ambitious one, let me tell you. But the program is this. This is where kids get distant and misplaced and turn away and act like they don't want to come to school no more because they have situations where they want to do something, but they can't. And they can't because either it's financially strapped at home. They can't because they don't have the physical ability, even though they have the ability. They can't because they want to and don't know who to ask and talk to.
And they can't come to you because you raised them on the fact that limitation is a mentality. Being limited is a mentality.
Well, yeah, but this is the program. The program is this. So what you give them is the ability to do such as if there was a basketball program that covered for basketball kids that could not make the team, but they wanted to play. So you're putting them on the court, and we're talking about your people that go to the park and bust your butt. but ain't good enough to play on that basketball team because they ain't help win no championship, nor that they have the ability to hype. But if you give them that out, the girl that wants to be able to either dance or be on some kind of team and do something, because that opportunity for anything is only a step away when they come out of high school. But if you don't start them young, they're gonna get lost and they don't know what to do. And it's like a wandering. Especially if you put think about it. If you if you put drop something, an animal off in the middle of nowhere, it's gonna find its way, but it's gonna take time. 8 times out of 10, some of them aren't gonna live because it won't be their actual habitat and their surroundings. Because
you just said a mouthful.
yeah, well, it's because it's
A lot of us ain't living because it's not our habitat, and nobody taught us how to survive in a world where even the tests, the exams, even the concept of somebody that don't know me, don't know my lifestyle, don't know how we live, don't know what we eat, don't know how we bang, don't know how we do it, for them to grade me. That whole concept is off. You ain't sat down with the elders. You ain't talked to the parents. And man, it yeah. So what we need is something that's going to be the bridge between how we are and who we are, and how they talk and what they teach. And this is why what my cousin is saying is so important. Parents, parents, and aunties and uncles and older cousins and neighbors that care about your neighborhood. Anybody with a conscience, take a minute and sit down with that young one. Tell them who they are. And this is to all people because the truth reigns supreme. Watch Stephen Darby, StephenDarby. He got a message called They Jacked Us. He got a message called Who Are We? He got a message called America's Payment for Perversion. Watch Dana Ashley, Ashlie. She got a message called Babylon, America is Babylon. Just sit down with your kids once or twice a week at least and let them know. Prepare them because America and the whole world, this is a beautiful place, but it's pit holes and bear traps everywhere. You sending your kids to school to be among people that don't care about them, amongst other children that wasn't taught to love themselves, so they pick on the ones that stand out. It's the ones that stand out that hold the promise. It's the ones that God has always used that didn't really fit in. But the nature, the psychological and emotional nature of human beings, especially when you're young, you need to fit in and belong somewhere. The one that can't get on the dance team that my cousin was talking about, the one that hoop in the hood, but he didn't quite make the team. Maybe his grades weren't good enough because if Sally had 7 apples and then she gave Phil 2 apples, but then gave Johnny 12 12 persimmons. You know that fruit, parsim. That's my point. Little Tyrone don't know what a persimmon is. And so while he's stuck on that, it goes right over his head. And the teacher tired of him because she don't love him. She might let him pass just to get out of her face because he get on her nerves. He reminds her that she's not a loving human being.
I can remember one year my teacher, and it's a true story. I walked up to my teacher for help with a problem in class, and I put the paper down on her desk. That's what she told us. If you have a problem, come up here and put your paper down and talk to me about it.
Yeah.
So I went up there, dropped the paper, and went to ask her. When during my question, I used the word "ain't," and she slammed her hand on the table. Loud. That There's no such word as ain't. And I just looked at her like, oh my gosh. I think I might be dating myself back too, but I kind of wanted to know, when did that hit the dictionary?
Yeah, if any of y'all know that, leave that in the comment section.
Yeah.
When did ain't
Hit the dictionary.
Yeah.
Because literally she hit the tape. There ain't no such word as ain't. And I was like, oh my God.
Quit being like them.
Yeah.
Be like us. Assimilate. Dress, talk, walk, think, act, pay, give like us.
Yeah, I was, and I was blown away, man. I didn't know what to do. I just kind of embarrassed, and so I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I just grabbed my paper and walked back, and she actually kept saying to me, why don't you just come up here? And I just looked at her, I didn't say nothing. I sat down. I was just like, you know what? I'm not even not asking you no more. And I never asked anything else the rest of that year.
See what I'm saying? How that affected you?
Yeah, for real. It was terrible, man. Nothing.
And we are trained as men that when an older woman, we trained by our mamas, that when an older woman yells at you and checks you like that, to either embrace it or draw back and pull back from it. He didn't ask not another question the whole year. Do you know that stays with you through your adulthood life? If you don't go back, once you get older and realize I've been damaged, I wasn't raised right.
Yeah, the crazy thing about it is I ended up having lunch with her years ago and just stared at her. And that was the first time we seen each other. After I left the 6th grade, I left her, and I never seen her again until I had lunch with her. And she didn't even know it was me, and I didn't tell her. But she's the cousin of, I'll just say she's close enough. She's a cousin of the person that I was with at the time.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But I just kind of laughed about it. I giggle because I'm thinking, wow, it's all in the dictionary now.
Yeah.
Like that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, and I think, oh man, I don't know. My mind triggering. I think I remember something about people saying that more words, Ebonic words were going to hit the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so often said, like right now. What in the world does everybody call everybody bro for? Girls too. What the hell
Now
is
that tripped me out when
Guys
I first
say-
seen a chick call another chick bro.
My kids do it, and I got all girls, and they, well, and I ain't gonna say all of them, but you know what I'm saying. The younger ones, bro, and I said, what is going on? You know,
More of a saying than that's what I'm saying. Words have lost their meaning.
Man.
You could say
What?
something, and as long as you know what they're trying to say, that becomes the important thing.
All right, now I'm finna say something. I gotta clear my throat on this one because folk about to lose it. And this is gonna be big. This is my feeling. I feel this way. I don't give. If you gotta come tell me about it. I feel this way, and that's the way it is. God dog it. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. One day, I was playing basketball. And during this game of basketball, there was a court going on the other side of the fence. And as I sat there, I just sitting there waiting for the next game. And I heard this altercation. During the altercation, one boy said to the other boy, "What you, my back is turned, mind you, facing the other direction." One boy said, "What you want to do, nigga? What you want to do, nigga?" The other one I heard, "What you want to do, nigga? What you want to do?" And I was like, I sat back, and right then I'm just leaning, so my arms was on the fence, and I just, "What you want to do, nigga? What's up, nigga?" And I'm sitting there, and I turned around.
And they was both Caucasian.
One was white, and one was Mexican, Spanish. Sorry,
I've seen it.
one was Spanish, and he said, all I heard was, "What's up, nigga?" And I just turned immediately back around and leaned on the fence and just stared at the sky.
Yeah.
At that time, and this was years ago, at that time, I said, if you can communicate with me and say that to me since then there is no problem. I ain't never really said this to anybody, but I've heard them, Lord, let me take that back. I've heard Caucasian men say that to each other. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm just being honest with you, but with me, if you can say nigga, you know what I'm saying? The way the world is, society, the change is, then you are more than welcome to say it because it doesn't mean anything. Now, when you put the ER on it, we got a problem. If you're coming at me and we're in conversation and you say ER, that's a problem. But also too, let me get this together, please, please, people. Tell me I'm not finna call you my nigga, so don't you worry about it. You ain't got to say it to me. You ain't got to come say it to me. You will never hear me come on and say it. So if you come to me freely saying it, we have an issue. You know what I'm saying? But in a conversation, we out chilling. We, you know what I'm saying, playing ball together. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Somebody, man, you, nigga, please.
See what you just said right there. In the spirit of playing ball.
Yeah.
In the spirit of what. That's what I'm all about. It was a time when I felt just like you. I mean, whatever. You don't mean no harm by it. You're not taking advantage of your privileged, entitled position as a Caucasian. I will be given the benefit of the doubt. If the police was called, they would go with you, and you would go back into your Caucasian mode just to win the case and put me in jail just because you hold that position. If you don't mean it like that, okay. If you putting yourself on the same playground as me, on this level playing field, part of me used to be like, all right, I ain't really mad. I ain't really trying to choke him out. But in my growth, I'll revert to what I just said. It is in the spirit behind the thing. This here, what my cousin just brought up, what I was talking about earlier, the teachers and the educational system and people tolerating each other, and the teacher that slammed her hand on my cousin's desk and wanted him to assimilate. Y'all look up Stockholm Syndrome right now. Pause the video and Google, open another window and Google Stockholm Syndrome. STOCKHOLM. Stockholm Syndrome. SYNDROME. All right. Go check that out real quick. We'll wait. Okay. Now that you know what that means, understand everything we talk to y'all about, look at the spiritual influence behind it. I'm going to keep telling y'all that because you cannot allow your emotional fortitude, how you stand as a man or as a woman, even as a woman, though y'all are given the privilege of being emotional creatures because that's how the Most High wired you. You still can't make major life decisions based on emotion. Tell any disenfranchised woman that chill out. Don't get a police no reason to put their knee in your back.
For real. Chill out, man. Like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't when they don't even, man. Like,
it's not just the police; it's the spirit inside the police. Understand that.
This is the thing right here, man. Stop pulling everybody over because I can give you both two-sided story on that one too. I had just bought a Cadillac. I'll never forget this. I wanted to go see this Cadillac. I found it out on 76th Street somewhere. No, it was 100th Street.
Cue the 70s stereotypical music.
It was right, but it was sedan. It was a sedan DeVille. It was a 2000, and it was gold,
yes, sir.
And it had 20-inch rims on it. And so I the opportunity came up, and I saw it. I saw them. I shot out there as soon as I get it. So I'm in there telling my boy one night, man, yeah, I just got the car. What you want to do? Yada yada yada. He's like, yeah, come through. Let's go. I'm like, all right, I don't hang out. So here I go on a Saturday. I'm going. We out. We stop. We grab some drink, ice cups. So we head out. Then we driving. Head out down Division Avenue, getting it. Enjoying it. Car fresh, gold, 20-inch rims all the way around, chrome. It was beautiful. It was shiny with the clean. It was so clean. Yes, so I'm cruising down Division Street, so clean. Music just shaking. I look up and I see I pass right at the railroad track. I pass a Grand Police. Oh, sorry, y'all. But I pass. I pass the police.
That boy.
Yep, I pass the police officer, and then the police officer turn around. He just do a U right there in the middle of the street. And I look at Boom. Nah, shit, my fault. I mean, keep being a name. But I look at him. I'm like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Here they come. What you mean here they come? They say here they come. But for what? I said I don't know. So we sit there, we chill. He tucked. Oh yeah, this is what you see around here too. That's blinking right now. All them lights. That's exactly on the back of the window looking. I said, goodness gracious. So I had to pull over right there in the corner hall, Division. Get in the parking lot. I'm sitting there, wind my window down. Look at him. He comes to the car. I look down. He said, I said, yeah, what's going on, so officer? He's like, nothing much. What you pull me over? I said, what you pull me over for? He's like, you got your tail light out. I said, my tail light's out? He said, yeah. So I went to get out the car. He pushed my door. Sit down. I looked at him. I said, hey, man, watch yourself, dude. Don't dim my car. And he looked at me and said, oh, sit down. I just need your license and registration. Yeah, no problem. So, I gave him everything. I said, And my insurance, hold on, it's on my phone. So I started typing the insurance in. Never mind. So he left and go back. I'm sitting there, you know, what's your face next to me tripping. So I'm like this. I'm like, man, what's going on? And then next thing you know, man, because it was 8 police cars just.
Hey, y'all was clean. Everything was clean.
Man, we was chilling. We just went out and went and got the drinks, and the drink wasn't even busted.
Open. Okay.
So we just driving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then sitting there, he come back to the car. He getting to come back to the car and look at me. He said, "Oh, you're good." I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm good." I said, "I know I'm good."
Yeah.
I said,
Right.
No, I know I'm good. I was like, "I appreciate it."
Hoping you caught him there.
Man, not at all. So I grabbed my driver's license from him, and I stopped, and they were all sitting there. So I opened up the door, and I get out the car. I said, "Yeah." I said, "You're not going to stop me now." So I looked at him. I said, "Hey." So I walked to the end of the car. Look. I said, "Ain't that something?" "Oh, they working." Swear to God. And he just looked. They all just in the group. They were just staring, looking at me. I stared at him like this. I said, "Go figure that,
What's
man."
your badge number?
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Because I know what it is. They saw something like that. It's stereotyping.
Instantly, especially when you with your people. As soldiers, y'all, we got to move a certain way. Try not to be alone. If you have a chance to have a soldier with you, a witness with you, always have an extra phone. Keep your trap phone over there, but have a phone ready to record at all times. Y'all hear me?
This,
And automatically have, like they say, have a plan. If a fire or earthquake break out, have a plan ready. Sit down with your homies. Sit down with your peoples. Sit down with your family. Anybody you associate with, already had that in your mind that the devil don't love you and the devil runs these systems.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think you should definitely take heed to a part of. You know what I'm saying? Definitely is get yourself trained up. You know what I'm saying, for any kind of thing, because the way these politicians is running this country,
Man, it's finna get hectic.
you know what I'm saying. It could get ugly pretty fast.
It's finna get raw
Um,
here, y'all.
And y'all got to understand is that America, the United States of America, has not suffered drastic, you know what I'm saying, like,
And it's not right because they did things that's bringing bad karma to everybody.
yeah, I would say drastic financial hardship. Right? You know what I'm saying? They've had things like, you know what I'm saying, I forgot what year that was.
Before the pandemic.
Oh gosh, you know what I'm saying? The pandemic was ugly, dude. That almost lost my. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. For the first time in my life, I looked up and there were freaking empty shelves in every store.
Look at what it did to our minds too. I asked this cutie pie, and I wasn't really trying to cut deep. I just asked her what was her name. She looked at me and said Corona, and kept walking. Right in my ear, cuz of Kalamazoo.
You crazy man.
Word. Look what it is. It man,
Oh, it's tore us up.
man.
That is true, man. But this is the thing. Is this how can we as people, you know what I'm saying, really, how would I say it, coexist
Come on.
together, you know what I'm saying, how, and then the things that we continue to turn our back on. This world is big, but if we continue to keep giving it away to other countries, we ain't gonna have nothing for the people here in the United States of America. And that is the honest to God truth. The people, I always thought too, if you're born of a country, I'm not saying the country should give you something, but the country should be giving you that opportunity before they give it to someone else
And
outside of
since
this
they
country.
don't,
Yeah.
since and I'm talking beyond unemployment and SSI, and if you're challenged mentally or in the, I'm not talking about that, but because they don't hold true to their promises about justice and everybody being treated equally and all men are created equally and because they don't hold true to that, you have to do it yourself. You have to do it at home. I recommend, you don't have to be no professor. You don't have to know everything to homeschool your children. Y'all look into homeschooling. I know that you need a break from them kids, but if you understood what was against your child, soon as you drop them off at the bus stop, soon as you drop them off at the babysitters, Soon, and I'm talking about some of y'all family, incest, and if you only knew the quiet way that Satan works through people, the way that evil works through people that do not know how to love themselves. They don't love your children. And this is to all groups of people. All groups of people. The world cannot teach how to love because the world does not have love in it. There is only one channel that love comes through, and it is through the Creator, the Most High God. The world's version of love is corrupted and perverted and lacking, to say the least.
Hmm.
I would suggest y'all learn how to what are the 5 basic things that your child needs for the state to officially okay homeschooling. That's grammar, arithmetic, some kind of physical education, maybe science, or whatever those 5 things are. Y'all get into that. Get into that because your children need to be where love is, where they can, number one, understand their own identity, understand who God is and what love is and what self-love is. Then they can begin to interact with the world. Our daughters should not think about dating.
That's that.
I know that opens up a whole...
Man, society and
Quit giving them baby dolls to practice motherhood and then telling them at the same time, don't have sex till you're married.
Society's got us.
confusing them.
These kids is. I'm not gonna say they're too far gone, but
Man, they gone.
it is. It is a beyond issue with. I don't know.
How can you learn about purpose and God and why you were born if you don't get in touch with your own who you are first?
This is the way to say this, and I wonder what happened and why not the continuous push, because tell me it's a financial thing. This is when you know there's way more money talk and BS walks. Someone decided and wanted to go and stop TikTok from displaying the information that gets displayed to the kids here, but in China and over there where it's made, when they open up their TikTok shows all positive things. The algorithm is set to where they
ain't having that.
Honestly,
it's mandate.
Well, it'd be better not than that, because
it's communistic.
Views is what gets you. If you have views is
they
what pays.
They understand what you let into the mind sets in your heart, and you'll begin to act out. You could take a virgin, strap a virgin down to a chair for 12 hours straight, for let's say a week, and just play porno for 12 hours straight. Biologically, chemically, things begin to change, and they're inexperienced.
I was seeing it made me think about something too. I was watching that too, but I think if I remember, I forgot what I don't even want to say. I don't remember the movie, but where they found out the girl was gay, and they put her in there and let her had to watch porno. I want to say it's.
Oh, that made her want penis.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying that's what happened to her. I don't remember. I don't know. I want to say it's in a sitcom, possibly not. Some kind of show they'll call them nowadays. But yeah, and it's funny you say that too, because honestly, and like I say once too, I believe in you are who you are. You know what I mean? And if you like that, you like that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not my decision. I think I've said this too in the first episode. That is you to like, you to judge. I'm not judging you on what you like, but I would say that I ain't with it. I ain't with that. I don't.
Hey, I believe that the only reason you here is because the natural function of a man and a woman, the way God intended us to be. The only reason you are here is because a man and a woman got together and made you. Period. Nobody can argue that. Now, I happen to think that because of generational gene rationed issues, that not only physical characteristics, but other type characteristics, intangible characteristics, character-like qualities are passed on through the bloodline, and it could be your great 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 grandmama or your great great grandfather that dibbled and dabbled into bisexuality or sexual fluidity. Some people call. Uh,
I
I tend to. What's up?
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I tend to look at it like I just stated. I'm not one to celebrate. If you got a tumor, I believe we should look into getting that tumor removed. I don't believe
Sometimes it's
that we should
unsafe.
celebrate. Yeah, but let's not continue to feed the tumor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the answer.
I love everybody. Let that be known.
Which-
I love everybody.
Which comes in everybody. Y'all need to start watching what you eat as well too, because that is a problem. You are. They say you are what you eat. That is the honest to God truth. You put that in your body, and that's what you exactly. That's what you're gonna look like.
Look
Yeah.
at me as that uncle that he was your favorite uncle, but sometimes he wasn't your favorite because love ain't gonna say, "Honey, would you please come out of that burning building? It's on fire.
The,
Uh, there's a train coming. Do you mind possibly
Do
maybe if
you
I say
mind?
it with some sugar on top and a little honey in it, that maybe you could come off of those railroad tracks because there's a train about to split you in half. Get off that track. Get out that building. Jesus is coming back. What is wrong with you? Admit that something is wrong with you. You would not be here. And that so sometimes love is not sweet. Sometimes love ain't comfortable.
it's terrible.
Everybody can agree that
Sometimes
telling
love
somebody
is
the
built funny.
truth is a form of love. Love is part of love is correction. But y'all think y'all too grown. Can't nobody tell you nothing. That's why God said you must become like a child to enter into the kingdom. That right there, because some of y'all can't learn nothing because you think you're too grown.
All I ever hear, man, is you play too much. So I'm good. That's a joke, y'all. But
Man, this for real.
But,
Because whether or not y'all believe or not, hell is forever and ever. Ain't no water break. Ain't no
I-
fans.
I got a statement on that. You can answer this question too. Is it in the Bible somewhere? Is it written that there will be an angel? You tell me what in this story. Finish the story for me. There'll be an angel puts his foot on one foot on land, 1 foot on water, blow
Yes,
the trumpet.
sir.
It's in
Revelation.
there. Revelation. Okay. All right. So I've always thought about this when I was a kid too. The first time I heard it, I stopped and I froze, and I said, "Oh."
Where he puts 1 foot on land, 1 foot on the water, and from that point on, all there is no more time, just eternity.
Okay, right. So
Is that what you're talking about?
is that what that is?
It's a lot. It's a lot. There's
Is
gonna
it-
be phases. There
Well,
has to be
okay.
some things that happen before that. But
Okay,
yeah,
but at that time, at the end, what's supposed to happen once he blows that trumpet?
that last seventh,
Trumpet. What's
last
to
trumpet.
happen?
everything will be done with. Everything will be done with, and directly after that, the judgment. And those whose names are not found in the Lamb's Book of Life, those that rejected God for any reason and justification y'all want to say. Anybody that opposes the holy scriptures, anybody that opposes the word of God or his intention, will be told, I never knew you.
And then
Then you'll be ushered into hell,
and ushered is so it's ushered into hell, or is it written in there somewhere too? I mean, it's a different version.
thrown in a lake of fire. You'll wake up in hell.
Okay,
You-
there's
yeah.
supposed to be, but there's supposed to be a seven-headed beast as part of this, right?
Now, the seven-headed beast represents kingdoms on earth,
Yes.
right, that are going to Armageddon, going to war. That happens a little bit before the seventh trumpet.
Okay.
And,
All right.
and let me say this, to let y'all know how real and serious and how crucial your timing is, or your lack of time is. It is said to happen soon after the river Euphrates dries up. The Euphrates River just dried up about 2 weeks ago, in July.
All right. Well, this right here is my
Boy, y'all
my point on that. At the beginning, he said that it was true that it says that there is a foot on water and foot on land, right?
Yes, sir.
The only place I know where there's water and land separated is I'm on it right now. So it makes me sit and think when these happen, something happens, it's going to happen here. And to think about the space NASA situation, I'm going to talk about that real quick. NASA is, people are saying that NASA is not real. People are saying that it's fake, and they're putting it out there. The rhetoric is everywhere, and they put in your minds once again so they can make you believe that it is not out there. But what is out there that you can't see, or maybe if you paid attention to, is the situation in which they're building to think they're going to try to get away. So that's what I want you to understand, that is true. They are in orbit. Maybe they have not been to the moon.
No,
so
God talks about that too, cuz.
yeah, but they're in orbit. You can better believe that.
In the book of Obadiah, God says, though you make your nest in the stars, in the heavens.
Yeah. So you can't, they've not touched places that they've told you they have touched and done things that they've seen. They have sent things out there. I do believe that. Oh, yes. Because they can send things out there and they can just go float and, you know what I'm saying, and live for as long as that battery life will allow it to live. And that is their mentality on that one. But they have not gone too far when leaving this earth. But the problem is once again, the true story is they are building things to be able to separate themselves from, you know what I'm saying?
To try and escape the judgment of the Most High God.
Yep, and
that's what they're doing.
And that right there is like, yeah, but that's, you know, we know that's not going to happen.
Right.
But to be able to just is to have that world like we've noticed, because that drive, that fantasy life of someone living in a different world in space and all this Sci-fi. Star Trek and all that stuff too, they really believe that's going to happen in the future.
Because Satan, their Lord, has promised them. Y'all don't understand, and now this might sound crazy to some of y'all, but there are people in ancient times that made deals with Satan. They made deals with
people
the devil.
In this time, because
they passed down. Yeah, it came into this age we're in right now. Y'all don't even understand Christmas, all that stuff y'all celebrate. It is music. It comes from people that made deals with the devil.
Music. When y'all talk about music, you know, that hasn't changed. Those stories you heard back in the day about the blues man who used to go down to the crossroads and sell his soul so he could be better. That same thing has happened to this day. There just ain't no crossroads. They use GPS. They put the crossroads
anywhere. You are the crossroad nowadays.
Yeah. Think about it. They still getting there. Excuse me. Same situation. Everything is still happening. It's just happening in a different format. I'm gonna tell you, I did music. I do music. Lord, I did music about an hour ago. But no, I do music. You know what I mean? I play with it. It's one of my things to do. You know, now even more because I'm, you know, unemployed right now. So it is something I really get into. And that's what I was telling you.
I could tell you from the inside out. I was in L.A. I was in New York. I was at that meeting of the United Nations when all the big people with briefcases and suits, they went home and they broke out the big bag of weed and asked me to keep rolling them up and broke out another substance of which I would have nothing to do with. And I told them I don't get down like that. And so that, you know, they respected me on that. But I would say a big musical organization that sounds like Flim C3. It sounds just like Flim C3. They wanted me. They courted me. I was in New York, in Manhattan. I've seen these people. I wasn't allowed in because I wouldn't do certain things. I wouldn't bend over, and I wouldn't be a part of certain rituals and certain things that I was offered. Once they saw that the first time, they didn't invite me to them parties no more. But I have inside knowledge of Satan inside the music industry. It wouldn't prove no point to tell everything I know. I don't believe it, you know, if it don't build nobody up or educate them. Y'all done already heard the stories from Jay-Z to Diddy and Beyonce and split personalities, demonic possession, satanic rituals. Y'all done heard all that already. I want to say from personal experience, it's true. That's all I need to say. I don't need to say nothing else. But I mean, evil, man. I'm telling you, evil is out here on every front, from the educational system to what your children, man, them concerts. I think, man, I'm telling you, the devil cannot wait to be your children's daddy. And some of y'all, okay, do us this favor. Those of you, especially women, that have been asleep and you've had spirits have sexual interaction with you while you sleep. If you have the courage, eventually we would like to do a live show and have you call in, and we're gonna put you on speaker so other you can be anonymous if you want to. But this is all about helping other people, y'all. This is why we doing this. We're not trying to get famous, and I'm definitely not putting my life on the line, telling all these truths, exposing the powers that think they be, temporarily be, for fun. Risking our lives by telling y'all the truth. This is for a purpose. Um, and as y'all can hear the music, you know what that means.
Yeah, we came up on our hour.
Been an hour already, cuz.
Oh yeah, we had a hour, a little bit over an hour right now, man. So we want to keep them kind of small when it's major topics, and we'll actually get it in. But what I'm saying. Besides, what I'm saying. Like I said, I think we did pretty good for making up something. What I'm saying, to discuss and talk about some issues that really brought a lot more out of me than what I wanted to say. So
freestyle.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. I appreciate y'all listening, man. Cuz got some last words for him.
Be nice. Practice kindness. Do something good for somebody. Consider what somebody else done been through. Before you let anger take over you or whatever emotion wants to lord you, look inside yourself.
Deep.
Understand that it's a spirit that they're influenced by. This way you can pray for them for real. Even if you feel silly by praying for people that hate on you and gossip about you and, practice the art of brushing your shoulder off and feeling sorry for them. Eventually your prayer will change from that yucky feeling against them to understanding they must have been hurt. They might have lost their mama. Their heart might have been broke. Because hurt people. So you pray against the spirit that influences them. That way you can love them back instead of hating them back. Because if you don't forgive people, God will not forgive you. That's all. Real love to y'all.
Have a good one, man. I appreciate y'all. Till next time. I do one more thing I want to say. I think we need to set up a time, cuz, to go live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know we ain't gonna get no views or nobody to go through, but once y'all see we live, man, you'll probably come in there and talk about it.
And now that we done this, we have enabled the comment section. Y'all leave a comment. Let us know when most of y'all are available, and we'll weigh it all out and try to get the most people that are available at a certain amount of time. Hopefully, be 4 or 5. But
honestly, to be, what I'm saying, best time for that would probably be on a Sunday.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? To be honest with you,
true. And we in the Midwest, y'all. We on East Coast Standard Time.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. ETS.
Yeah.
So, all right. Once again, appreciate it, man. Here we go. We out.
Real love.